Hello folks, welcome to Walkie Talkie. We can be rest assured we're in the West End. I want to talk about AI, Chat GPT, Zero GPT, and a long list of other GPTs. But I'm not going to announce it because it would spend half an hour alone getting all the names out onto this video. AI. I personally don't advocate AI, right? Because there was a time not so long ago we were able to get on with our life in a pretty decent way without having to rely on AI, and I just think it's a total unnecessary manoeuvre. See a video in the future, and I mean like maybe in the next couple of days, I'm going to talk about how AI can actually severely affect you. See, when you're dealing customer service, right? It is absolutely pointless. But ultimately, what I'm trying to say, especially in the customer service area, AI can misread, let's say, a complaint and think it's abusive language, or, you know, a good old fashioned one, right? So you bring a complaint towards a company, right? And because you're an average Joe blogs and all that stuff, you know, you don't use censoring, you know, to describe what somebody said within part of an incident, and you don't use the quote marks because, you know, you don't believe that to be necessary, but it actually is more necessary than anyone could understand, right? They'll view the above points to be you using abusive language towards the company, and that's further from the truth. And it only takes one person a cursory 15 seconds look to actually realise, wait, no. So I learned my lesson there. Use quotation marks, and also, where possible, try and deliberately misspell the swears that I heard, so that the AI system don't think I'm actually being abusive. You know, there we go, I learned that one. That's a wee bit of... So, I mean, a lot of people are using AI to write very, very powerful legal letters. And all you need to do, you know, is read, and you'll see things that jut out, like spelling issues and grammar, and maybe even variations between Scots and English law and stuff. But yeah, luckily we've still got our what you call Chat GPT detectors. And I'll tell you something for a challenge, right? When you get an email, let's say for instance, let's say your PSN account needs a bit of help and support, and somebody does talk to you, right? And you take that whole maybe like reply and put it through a Chat GPT detector, it'll be a shock for you to see how much that was of AI, especially if it's a issue you would regard you would need to have as human response as possible, and you do get a response, but you put it through your GPT detector, it's it's astounding, and further more astounding is the actual fact that people are relying on ChatGPT. Like, we never asked for it, and people are fully putting their trust into something that we never got through asking for. I think is weird. Right? We got on absolutely fine without it. And I've seen a kind of model set up by AI. Instead of you picking up a phone, dialing a number and getting through to a voice that is human, there was a script where you have to press all sorts of buttons on the handset, and you do get connected through to something, but it wasn't a person. And you could tell it wasn't a person, it was just collecting information from the button pushes. And I think that's absolutely ridiculous, because there are people out there, people who are dyslexic, people who have dementia, they're not going to cope with it. AI is not something we ask for, and to be honest, I would ask for it to be sent back, returned to sender. It's not posing any help anyway. There are people in education facilities up and down the country using ChatGPT to write up critically needed essays for part of our education syllabus, and hoping no one's going to bat an eyelash or twig to the fact that it was made by a fucking computer and an internet connection. And then they're surprised, oh my gosh, woe be me, I have been failed, I have been caught trying to make essays out of GPT. Oh, will be me. No, dumbass be me. That's what it is. Dumbass be me. Right, if you're going to use a computer to completely generate an essay for your education establishment syllabus, then you're a dumbass. Right? What's between your eyes? Fuck all. Right? Do what everyone else did. Engineer the whole thing by your own self. But yeah, I was hearing horror stories of people programming their house through GPT. Lights to come on and off at certain times, almost like, remember the things you used to plug in the wall, it had to be little fins, and you just push it in for on and out for off. Yeah, apparently people are getting that lazy, they don't want to bend down to the plug socket and freaking DZ. It's just, I think people need to realise that this came from the middle of nowhere overnight, and nothing that is wanted or good comes from the midst of nowhere overnight. That's what I say. We just need to rely on our brains again. There is a kind of slightly, I would say, humorous side to AI where, remember the wee toy memes, right? Wee person in a box, plastic box, kind of toy themed meme, and you could change the person in the toy box, you change the caption upper and lower, right? It was funny. You know what I did? I did an AI or GBT or whatever, right? You know what I did? I took a blank template exploitable, as they call it, and added everything that I needed to be in that meme in by myself. That's how you do it. And that's it started as I say, it started as a AI meme template exploitable, and then I took the AI out of it by adding everything I wanted to be in. It was alright. Probably didn't get as much traction, to be honest, because I took the AI out of it and made it totally custom. You know, the algorithm's a strange thing out there. And once upon a time, algorithms only belonged in Microsoft Excel, not social media and entertainment websites. Right, you can tell how much I'm starting to age. So I'm going to head off and now get my my coffee and biscuits before I age another decade. If you like the video, share, you know what to do, and then until next time.